Greetings, industry giants. I'm Colonel Failure, and this is a preview of the game that used to be known as Project Automata, now Rise of Industry. Yes, Rise of Industry, a much more catchy title. It's a game about building factories and mines and more factories and a few more mines and some fields and then some trucks and trains and moving all of those things around and making some cash in an ever increasingly fiendish industrial setup. Basically, it's the kind of game that I always play. Anyway, the fine ladies and gentlemen of Dapper Penguin Studios, who are undoubtedly dapper, sent me an email to say, "Hey, Colonel," because they know who I am, "how would you like to give this game a quick preview before we launch our Kickstarter campaign late in September, October?" There we go. That's my contractual obligations out of the way. Perhaps you'd like to see the game. So when you load the game up for the first time, and I've just gone with Quick Start, which has basically put all of the settings completely normal, totally standard, and so forth, you are confronted with this beautiful isometric map. And it is, okay, it's as beautiful as an isometric map gets, I guess. And on that map, you will find various towns. So here's Tokyo, for example. Obviously Tokyo. I don't think it could be any other town ever. And then over here we've got, what's this, Riddleville and Madrid, those famous Spanish cities on the same continent as Tokyo. So yeah, it's towns you have heard of, towns and cities you've heard of, but they are on this map. Now they're going to form your primary customers. But what, I hear you cry, are you to sell them? Well, that's the game right there. You have to manufacture the goods and then ship them out to places that might be interested in buying them. So the first thing I'm going to need is some water, which is why we've probably got some water down the edge of the map here. So if you can see along the bottom edge here, we've got my build menu. And actually, I probably ought to point out, there's my cash. I've got 50 million quid in the bank. That's pretty nice because that's going to be more than I'll need. It's largely just a free play mode that they've got going on right now, but you do have to. Well, you don't have to. It's a free play, but it does calculate the cash effectively. Right, so I'm going to place down a water siphon here, and it has to be placed with water in range. I think you can probably make out where the range is there. And we place with water in range, bosh it in there, job is a good one. And you'll see you'll get this little building, and it's the chaps pointed out at Dapper Penguin that some of the buildings are as yet untextured. I suspect this is one of those. But you go to your water siphon here, and you add a harvester, and this has got to be built on a non-blocked coastline tile. Yes, which is one of those. And it comes up with the Riddleville water siphon, and it places you down a little water siphon harvester type dealio. So we'll stick a couple of them in, because we're going to need a fair bit of water for this this experience that I am about to take you through. So there we go. We've got 3 of those set up, and then we want to add some roads in so that we can actually deliver from the harvesters back to the main processing plant, the siphon hub. I believe they describe them as a hub. There you go, just like that. And as you can see, we have started producing water. I win the game. Well, maybe not. We now have to get this water being sold somewhere or otherwise used in industry. Now, it's clearly not going to go anywhere until I hook it up to the main road network. Don't worry, trains are coming, but we start with roads in that way that we so often do. So we'll bash out a road here. And obviously, this is, if I'd got my wits about me, I'd have built a little bit closer to the road network. But who needs wits when you've got 50 million quid in the bank? Or 49,500,000 quid in the bank? You don't need wits if you've got that kind of money. There we go. So we're connected up to the road network. And now I decide where I am going to take this water. Now, water is well used in other areas of industry, but it can also be demanded by some of the towns. So if we have a look at the building selection, let's slow this down so you can pick up on what's going on. So you go and choose a destination, and then you select. In this case, I'm going to sell it directly. So you go to commercial, and we'll see that the Tokyo grocery store will take some. It's 319 tiles away, which is a fair distance. An Upham grocery will also take some. So we'll go to Tokyo. I've got 3 trucks right now, but I can buy more if I choose. And we'll send 2 trucks off to Tokyo, and there they go now. So they're going to go out there and they will sell my water to the grocery store in Tokyo. Let's buy another truck here. We'll also sell to the store in Upham, because they might get there by the time I finish this little bit of playthrough. So there we go. So we now have trucks rolling, and you can follow their progress. How far away is Tokyo? I think Tokyo's flaming miles away, isn't it? Yeah, they're going to take a little while to get there. So I'll show you another purpose that we can get here. Now, to be a bit more in depth with your industry to start with, because just taking a raw material and then flogging it to an unsuspecting public, I mean that's throwing underarm, that is. So we're going to go with a crop field here, or a crop farm, I should say, and I just want a nice big bit of basic green to plant on. Those trees won't get in the way too badly, I hope. Right, we'll stick that out there, and then we will connect this up to the road. I should point out this is an alpha, so there will occasionally be the bugs. But so far, that's the only... I mean, the thing where it insists on me constantly renaming my my map is the only one I've really encountered. Right, so we've got a crop farm, and on the crop farm, we need to build some harvesters, but first we need to decide what we're actually making. Do we want wheat? Do we want hops? Do we want cotton? We're going to start with wheat, so we shall set it to wheat. And in order to make wheat, which is there, we need 2 water. Oh my gosh, it's like I saw it was coming, which is why we've built a water siphon in the first place. I know, I've thought this through and everything. But we'll bang maximum fields on here, like so. Well, we might be able to get one more on, actually. Add one more. Do you want to sit in there? Yes, you do. So basically, each field needs to be in contact with the farm hub, which obviously means that you can fit more than just one on each side, but you need to be a little judicious in your placement to make that happen. So we're going to go with wheat. It also doesn't lock in currently. It will go for whatever you mouse overed last. So for the time being, mouse over and then clear off. That's the way to make that work. Right, but we're not going to get anything going here until this has got some water. Now you might say, well, you could have just built it right next to your water thing, and everyone would be happy now. You're going, well, yes, they would, but wait, I have other things I wish to demonstrate. But for the moment, let's get the trucks going, and we'll see that in motion. So we would select the building. We'll go to our farms. There's the crop farm. Set that as the target. Now, I haven't got any trucks available right now, so I'm going to buy another 2. Plonk them on there, and we'll start flinging some water out. Now, each of these buildings has a maximum limit for how much it can actually hang on to. So I think the water limit is 40, but I could be wrong. Well, it'll tell me now. Here we go. Storage 60. There we go. So I've got 60 in store in the water siphon right now, and it won't produce any more until I clear some of it out. Pretty straightforward, I would have thought. Let's up the tempo, shall we? I swear you're not going to miss anything if I do so. Right, so we come whizzing along here. Which route are you going to take? Okay, fine. High speed it through the town. Obviously not worried about school children in the slightest. Well, they're just taking their chances if they cross in front of these trucks. And it's given me a little notification over there, which is in no way going to upset people. that I am at capacity somewhere. So there we go. We have dropped off the water, and if we look at the farm, you will see that the fields, I have supplied enough for one field to start operating. Obviously, you want all fields operating, but each one of these will tick independently. So I've now got 3 wheat sat in my farm, and you kind of go, oh, who wants to buy wheat? Let's have a look. The state will buy wheat. Okay. Now, what sort of price will you give me there, state? And you can find that out up here, product prices. I don't know if you can make it out because the anti-aliasing on the font is quite severe. Raw resources, and then whatever it is that I just grew, which was wheat, it will give me $900 per bushel, per sack of wheat. Well, that's fine, but it's not actually what I want to be selling. I think we can do a little better than that. I want to actually sell, some more exciting foodstuffs. So we then go to our factory setup, and we're going to go with the food factory, perhaps unsurprisingly, and we'll stick that just around the corner from the farms in order to maximize efficiency. Now we're going to need some space around the side of it, and then what are we going to make? Well, we can make juice out of fruit and what's this? Bottles, which we'd have to make, and oranges, which we'd have to make, which we're not making. Dough, meanwhile, here we go, swerve around the outside, is wheat and water. I make both those things. Intriguing. Pies and cakes is going to be milk and dough. I produce neither of those things currently. This is disappointing. Hamburgers, meat and dough. You get the idea. So basically you set what you want to make. I think we shall go for pies and cakes. So we need milk and we need dough. This is obviously a pie/cake that doesn't have any other flavour to it. Right, so we've set the food factory up to make that stuff, but that means we're going to need to make dough first. Yeah, see, I've done this. I'm making this look entirely deliberate, which of course it is. So we want this to be making dough. Yeah, wheat, water, jolly good. So we go back to the crop farm, we set the destination, and the destination is going to be to our factory, which we set in place, and we set, we'll just put one truck on that. Let's not get carried away. And here it is, dropping off wheat at the food factory. Now, in order to then turn that food into the kind of food that we can actually sell, we need another food factory. Will it never end? There we go, second food factory. And in this one, we are going to make pies and cakes. Set. Thank you very much. And that's not going anywhere right now, but it means we set the destination from here. You get the idea, you see where we're going. We set factory to here, and obviously if you were to give it an appropriate name, you would very easily be able to remember exactly which factory is doing what. However, we're not going to be producing anything from here right now because it needs water. We've got 10 wheat in place, but no water. Now, those 2 trucks that I've got, taking all day to go back and forth, they're not delivering at any great shake. So we're going to set ourselves up a train terminal. Nothing better for... See, I've done it again. There you go. Look, it's me, C to the F. There we are. So yeah, train terminal when you absolutely positively have to deliver a heck of a lot of stuff in no time flat. Let's spin it around here and connect it up to our water siphon. And then we'll set the destination up close to where I need it, which is going to be right about here. No, not rails, station. Now, the station itself won't deliver direct to whichever facility you want. You have to send trucks to make the final drop-off. And because I quite like my trucks to take a meaningful journey, we'll stick it out there. But then, to get going, you just hook up your rail to the station. Let's have a look here. Where are we? You know what? It's going to be easier if I come out this way. I'll come out and meet you. There we go. Zip across the road. rather like... the game won't allow you to go across raw resources, and this is coal, so it won't let me go through there. But we can get up to about here, which is super, and then whiz that down there, whiz this up here, and we've got a route ready to go. Now, setting up a train route is actually slightly more convoluted than you might expect. So we go into trade routes. Here we add a route, and we're going to go from Riddleville Train Terminal 1, which is the other one, which is the one we want. And from here, we're going to bring water, which looks like this stuff. So we can take a maximum of 4 wagons on this route. There we go. Then we add a stop, and the stop is going to be Train Terminal 2. And then once it gets there, we want to empty those wagons out. Now, it's important that you tell it you want to empty the wagons out, otherwise you're going to end up just carrying a full load of whatever it is from A to B forever. And then we want to assign 1 train onto that. And then you tell it, off you jolly well go. Now, the train's not actually going to off you jolly well go right now because it hasn't actually got any water in stock. So we're going to change our third crop farm here. So instead of delivering to the crop farm, we're going to deliver to Train Terminal 1. And these 2 chaps are now going to drop off enough water that at some point we will fill our train up, and it will then merrily whisk its way across the map out to the other station. So you can just sit here in a mesmerised fashion, watching trucks do their thing. The train's taken off without us. There we go. So the train is going to whiz its way up here. I think it's quite predictable what the train's going to do. Delivery complete. Right, and then from here, same as usual, we now need to set this up to deliver to the end destination. So you can go to that one, food 2. You can go to food 1. And oh no, that's trying to deliver apples. We don't have any apples. Apples are not our thing. Neither is milk, for that matter. There's water, and then down here, there's water. Excellent. So we are. Water now being delivered to the factories, which should see dough turn up into there. And this attempt to make a lovely pie. Except, of course, it's not going to make a lovely pie because I now need milk. You kind of go, oh, crikey. All right, milk. Fine. Okay, good. So milk, we need a livestock farm. I'm going to build it close by, rather like this. Livestock farm needs some fields. Oh, no, first I need to tell you what I'm making. Cow. I'm making cow. And we'll set it making plenty of cow. Rather like that. Two cow should be sufficient. Now, in order to make cow, we need water, which I make, and we need wheat, which I also make. But we're going to have to get that delivered. So we go back to the crop farm, and we go, hello there, I've got another delivery for you to make. I want you to take to the livestock farm. Give me another truck. Actually, yeah, one truck. One truck is sufficient. And then, because we are now shipping in plenty of water, we'll go from to the farm. Yeah, livestock farm have that, and it's, no, not apples, water. Which is in here somewhere. There we go. So we should start getting that delivery happening. And there goes the train without its wagon. So once it's wagoned, it's all good. What's your problem there, young truck? Oh, I haven't assigned it. There we go. Assign truck. Right, so we will now start producing cow. And out of the food that we're feeding them and the water that we're giving them, we will produce meat, and we will produce milk, and we will produce leather. Now you're going to have to drain those extra resources off in some fashion, but all we're bothered about for the moment is the milk. Select the building, and it's going to be factories, and it's going to be food factory 2, and we're going to stick a truck on that. And I'm hopeful that was the truck just departing there. Food factory 2. Show me the milk. Bring me the milk. Well, we've got a pie made, so I presume... Have we? No, we haven't. We've got water. I'm not convinced we need it. We didn't need the water. Oh, right. Stop delivering them water. They don't need it. Okay, pack it in. And I think I've possibly used up all my storage there. No, I've got 10 capacity left. Everything's fine here. Everything's fine. But where is my milk going? Right, production, yes. Need milk. Alright, back to the livestock farm. I'll have missed something. That'll be on me. Almost certainly. Storage. Alright, production. Flipping cow. Go to the destination. Meat. No, you've told us to deliver... Don't deliver meat. Deliver milk. Milk, like that. There we go. That looks more promising. Or did it? Wait for it. He's a delivery dude. Where are you going? No. No, no, this is all wrong. What you are doing here is not what I want you to be doing here. Production. Nope. There. Thank you. Overview. Oh, we haven't got any wheat. All right. Where's my cow feed? Damn it! Livestock farm 1, wheat, trucks to sign 1. Let's send 2. How much have you actually got in stock here at the moment? Storage 0. Okay, crop farm 1 needs to be getting water. Have I told it to not give it water anymore? Aha. Okay, there we are. Crop farm 1, set that. Give it a truck. Give it a... Do we have a truck available? There we are. Right, there we go. So yeah, there are plenty of room for error, which is always a good thing. But now I believe we are set up. What will be nice, and I'm sure it will be available at some point, is to be able to colour the truck according to the part of your infrastructure that it works for. That way you'll be able to tell them apart when they're zipping up and down the same bit of road. And among the things that they're going to be adding over time is they're going to add a single-player campaign, which makes you go, yeah, I never really play campaigns anyway. But the exciting bit, however, is cooperative or competitive multiplayer. Now you're talking. Outscore your friends by getting your production chains incorrect. This looks like... There we go. All right, we are producing. Production is occurring. And now, in stock, we've got 8 milk. We've got 1 meat, which worries me a little because I didn't want meat. I ought to be picking milk. No, we're picking meat up. I've got this wrong somewhere, haven't I? No, look. Milk. How many more times do I have to tell you? Take the milk. Not the meat. I can't make yummy pies with meat. There we go. Right, we've got the milk going now. That's more like it. Right. I may even up the tempo and grab an extra truck. Now, the other thing is with meat, I may be able to get some sales for... What do these guys want? See, I need to go and find out. Upham Grocery. Hello there, Upham, and your grocery wholesaler, which is... There's the grocery. What do you want? You want meat. You can have some. You can have meat, and I'll send you 1 truck. It's going to deliver quite slowly, but you know, it'll turn up. Just, you know, I hope it's not the only source of food that you're relying on. So as we head back to our farms there, that pretty much wraps up this overview. Oh no, it doesn't. We now need to deliver pies out to a destination. Pies and cakes. I will sell those pies and cakes. Really, Mineville is the only place that wants pies and cakes. Well, they're in luck because I'm making rather a lot more than that. Does the state want to buy? The state will buy some. All right. Okay. Good. I'm always happy to sell pies to big government. Yeah. So there you go. So they will over time make a delivery. If you're wondering why this is currently showing zeros, at the moment you can only see your monthly income. You can't see your overall. You see, unless there's just a button I haven't found, but I haven't found it. So if there is a button, I haven't found it. Other things that you can build in this, brewing, furniture creation, glassworks, paper mill, you can read those, yes. And then on the farming side of things, you can also go for a bit of an orchard, lovely. Mining, you've got lumber and coal and iron and all of those. I'm not sure I would say that fishing was necessarily a mining operation, but it depends on the kind of fish, I suppose. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. Chuck a like at this one if you're looking forward to it. I will cover the game a little bit more as it progresses. There we go. Look, see, look, money. I made 100 quid. There you go. Consider that success. I've only spent 8.5 million quid to make 100. I am a tycoon genius. Subscribe if you've not yet done so to avoid missing out on future recreational activities. And I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.